Yeah, September 11 was an insider's operation. And like the assassination of JFK, John F. Kennedy, by Lyndon B. Johnson, because he wasn't agreeing with the industrial military apparatus, with the way of conducting business, which was by means of this impunity, killing, assassinations. And he agreed that we should give so much power to the Saudi monarchies, allow them to control the price of oil. But the good old boys from Texas, good oil boys from Texas, and they were thinking otherwise. And it was in their best interest to have Kennedy wiped out. And the same thing happened 43 days after assassination attempt against Ronald Reagan. They shot a bullet, radioactive bullet, to John Paul II. And that bullet could have only come from the arsenals of the USA or the KGB, because those were the only two nations that had those kinds of bullets. And you can actually take a Geiger counter to Fatima, there's testimony of that. The same thing happened with Pope Benedict. Cheney just received a 9,000 RPM heart pump, and his revenge against Pope Benedict was of the kind. Those are the kinds of animals that are running the nation. They are beasts. The Saudi monarchies, the OPEC cartel, the multinational corporations are running energy, oil, and energy, power, and the military apparatus. And that's the strength of these nations. That's the strength of the dollar, which is the currency they give us to trade. Their stock, if you may, their multinational stock is the US dollar, and the US dollar has value precisely because of the Saudis give it that value, as well as the debt with China, and just because of military might. But the sad thing is to know that the leaders in charge of the nations are ruthless murderers and assassins, genocides. Bush the father, Bush the son, Cheney on Holly's book, all the British monarchies, inheritors of Henry VIII, another assassin, and of course the Saudi monarchies, which have been one of the worst. I'm very experienced in the art of war and destruction and politics. And of course, we mustn't forget Stalin, who killed 35 million in the service of the Yalta Conference Treaty, which was sponsored by what was going to be OPEC, by King Faisal, and the dream of the $70 a barrel oil dream. And of course, Hitler, another puppet of their alliance, persecuting Jews and Catholics, persecuting these two monotheistic religious groups, because there's one monotheistic religion that wants to impose, and not so much because of religious motives, but more for economical motives. And that is the message for today.